what we've done here is, as you can see, we have a kitchen area over here, and we also have, this is a living room, and there is the sort of a sitting room off of that, and then behind it is a bathroom and a bedroom in the far corner. And this is really a block out. It is showing a floor plan, taking a floor plan, and giving some feeling of a third dimension from the two-dimensional floor plan. So you get the feeling you're in the house. And then we made it so that it could handle different types of finishes. It's not like being in a real living room space because you've got plaster, three different plasters on the wall. You have 7 different wall finishes. You have at least 4 different materials creating the walls. You have the kitchen cabinets, which are different from the bookshelves. And so all of these things are showing different aspects of green architecture. Material, sustainable material. And also material that doesn't have a large carbon footprint.
Do you have a favorite sustainable material that you like to work with?
Well, that's a hard one. I haven't, I've been starting to use more and more because you have different parts and different functions.
Right.
So different materials have different functions. Right now, you know, you could say steel is sustainable because you melt it and reuse steel, but it's basically steel. And then I like cement very much, but people have a problem with cement is that you have to use so much energy to create the cement, the actual cement.
Did you take a look at the blocks here?
Yeah.
What did you think about those?
I think those are very good. They're using a cement and a foam substance to create these blocks so that they form a wall and a concrete wall exterior, but they're also having the foam intermixed with the concrete. They're also insulated. So they form the insulation wall as well as the wall itself. And it's a very good material.
So what other materials would you like to work with? Other sustainable materials?
Well, I think bamboo is being a wonderful one now. We're getting more and more of it.
Yeah.
We're getting wood to use for cabinets, for flooring. I like that very much. I've used it on a couple of buildings. As I said about cement, I like cement. I like cement flooring. I like coloring it. And it is not considered a green material, but that's only because the energy use is so high in creating the cement. But they have what they call cogeneration, in which they can take that heat and they process it and make steam and they create electricity. But because of the laws in California, they cannot sell it. They can create it and give it away, but they're not allowed to sell it because they're competing with Edison. But they should change that law because it's a great energy waste, and it would make concrete a very good sustainable material.
Exactly. I know about great-grandchildren and stuff. When you were young, did you ever have that grandchild ego moment when I could have done that better than my grandfather did?
You know, I did have that when I was working.
Yeah.
Because there were certain times when I felt,
Oh, Grandpa.
that's not the way to do it, come on.
Yeah.
And sometimes I was right.
Yeah.
Most of the time whenever I did that, it was when something was really obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just overlooked.
I know.
But he was being stubborn. He wasn't going to give in.
Yeah.
He knew it was wrong.
I know.
Were you ever intimidated by him? I mean, he was your grandpa, but he was legendary.
Well, in a way I was when I went there because before I went to work with him. Now, let's see, the question was...
Let's see what your question was.
About the ego, yeah, about being a grandchild's ego, that you could have done it better.
Yeah, no, I think we sort of answered that. I try and think
Yeah.
There was something else that he said.
Oh, intimidated. By
Intimidated.
Intimidated
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
I think that I wasn't so much intimidated by him until I became an apprentice.
Yeah.
And then I was one of a group of 24 others.
And then you heard everybody else talking about it.
Yeah.
In the respect, well, God,
Yeah.
we really shouldn't bother Mr. Wright about this.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I pulled back because I felt I was an apprentice and I didn't want to be special.
Yeah, because I know I met him I was working with a film crew, and he intimidated the daylights out of our film crew. I mean, people were scared to death of him. I mean, it was really a bad little film short because people were, I mean, he enjoyed making us squirm.
Uncomfortable.
That's right. It was funny. But, you know, I was young, and this was Frank Lloyd Wright, and everybody around me was, you know, I mean, you know, today we're old. Then we were really, you know, like just starting out in the film short business at the studios, and that was popular back in the, you know, in the early days, was making film shorts for theaters.
My God.
Yeah.
That'd be valuable film.
Oh, I know.
Who was it made for?
It was made for Universal Review.
Right.
Yeah.
That'd be something to